So again, at the bar there, the bar that Elton dropped off Devil Men, right? They talk about underwear and socks, right? And who gives me socks? What is that an indication of? Maybe cloning, but he says basically, first thing people buy if they don't have underwear and socks is cigarettes. See, that's one way to reveal the scam, since some of you people use that. See your little blue dot thing there, Dave and Perlita. See, they part of the scam. But it also kind of proves that the area once was a black, right? Or starting to become one. And it was destroyed by scams. Just because some of you don't take it seriously and think it's a joke doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It basically, your people's behavior says that it does exist. But you guys don't know how to react, and that's probably why you're in a red. Okay? Just because you people think nobody's listening, and you guys know of the tank down theory, basically proving that you guys killed people, doesn't mean that it won't exist in the future. Other people, like I said, just because you guys seen an argument between me and Joe or some people doesn't mean that they weren't successful, or they don't, they don't listen when they do. Because as you guys reveal a scam here, why you're a red, other people are actually building their black based upon that information. And then if I die, then they'll come in and basically build one here based on that information. See, Stan? Or later, Dave. That's why you don't want to make up stories, because you actually make it harder. And if Bernard said it was too easy before, Bernard might have gotten the hardest, the most difficult marriage proposal of a group of people in the world. Bernard, your proof is not going to raise it. Dave and Harry's proof isn't, because they're going to be able to prove it doesn't belong to any of you, because you're running a scam, and you guys made people sick on purpose. Sock account. You guys give it. I've seen a black one, and I showed you guys white ones. Which means you guys know who I am, and you guys are ran clones and are working for someone, and you guys are making those in order to take over an area. But see, I'm devoted. See, I believe in a process. Just because I die doesn't mean, it may not work or might not come back later. Like I said, I believe in my family. I know where I come from, because I know what certain nations are already capable of. So we reveal those who are running the scam to create their black, and then later on in the future, certain people will be able to make the ones who took more time and patience. You guys make fun of the Asians or the Israelis or whatnot, or the French or the Russians, who are a little more patient and take their time to study something and make sure it's right. Theirs will be actually better, as opposed to those of you who are running a scam to create one and lying to certain people. So if Joe and Brian are around there, Perlita, they actually know. Like I said, there may be only 3 people in the entire world that know what I'm talking about. And then they know that you guys are lying to them to create a black, and they may have a different idea on how to create it. What would you much rather take? A bunch of people leaving stuff all over the place, or a visual cue from a real live actual person? I'll take the visual cue from the real live actual person. Because when I get away from a super haughty chick or an elderly man, that's an indication that some people have confidence in what they're doing, and they've either been successful or on their way to success, versus those who have a certain type of behavior running a scam or a con. So it will indicate those who are in an area that actually know what they are doing, versus those who are running a scam and a con on everyone. Well, you guys basically acknowledge that you once lived in a black. You want to assert, Bernard, that you're a leader of this black, when you might not have been, Perlita and Dave. So Perlita, like I said, if you guys are going to obsess over the Faustus or the Faustinian dial, or your own dad's Quinwan's dial, or a couple of other of my friends' dial, but really, Perlita, you are making your dad, your mom, and brother probably some of the most richest people to exist on the planet Earth. Simply based upon ghetto lives and country and western and Carney's obsession over it. Because he's going to be able to prove a lot of things, and if he's getting help, guess what? He's going to be able to prove a genetic line or a heritage that was completely destroyed that people may have wanted. And so will the Israelis, the Russians, and whoever else is interested, the Spaniards, even reveal why they may have had a problem in the past due to wars, when the All-American or whoever came through. But see, Brian and them who are watching, you guys may not think they are, you guys show them, but they probably maybe are. And then they know who's making the socks, because it can't be me, it has to be somebody else, and possibly somebody who knows me. Some flasher man or whatever. See how the dangerous game. See people trying to weasel in on other people's businesses in both areas. One idea more superior than the other. But who knows? So there, see? Some people have already been successful, or on their way to success. One way is going to be more easier accessible, one's going to be more difficult. So be careful, Bernard, because if you're treading into who I think you are with your group, it will be the most difficult one known to man, because of being a smartass, and you guys use torture techniques in a red, in an area that once was a black. Because see, Bernard, a long time ago, before the parents or these adults freaked out, that's what I wanted to be, but you guys want to be a bunch of racist hillbilly hicks doing something on the backside, doing an inverted arrow when you're not really supposed to. But you can try, Stan, and try the hovering britches way, but it's not working out too well for you, because your tiers are being revealed as to who you guys are manipulating up on those tiers. Right, so we got Kent Tier here, then we got Lancaster, Beswick, then up on top, maybe Quinwans, or down below a Quinwans, a Faust. Get it all nice and sorted out. So if Joe is really trying to confirm heritage, he knows the ones who are being tortured and mutilated and raped, and those who are not, and those who are destroying the business, and who is not. And see, his business and those people's business become more successful. And to me, if you get one to be fully successful and completed, you have a higher chance of actually be able to complete the cycle, while you guys are all worried about dying and never coming back. If you can get one business or several of them to succeed and to work together, there's a high possibility you can get them all to come back. But it just depends on your people's attitude and greed and money, so on and so forth. So if Spain, if St. Ness and Spain and Israel are the big ones, guess what? I'm pretty sure they're watching and they're going, yay! Because they're starting to show they're some of the smartest people in the world. So if you guys didn't run your mockery and scam and joke to make things harder, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You would have succeeded much quicker.